Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up? How's everybody doing, man? Let me get the music playing and let me also let everyone know we are live right now. I know this was a crazy stream. It came out of nowhere, it came out of left field, but we are here. Let me get this going. Oh, wait, no, not a new vid. Whoops. There we go. Okay. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Richie, what's up? Linka, Adam, CJ Brown, Private, Toby, Glow Kid, Lawrence, Addict Trash, Tosaka, Andreas. Glad to see everybody here. New video, good day. Open. Yeah, dude, I just woke up. I took a nap a second ago, bro. I have been so like these. So I haven't uploaded these last 4 days. I think my last video was what, Wednesday, Thursday? I think it was Thursday. Well, I had to go to a wedding, and I had to go to like a bunch of other stuff too. We just pretty much had like an off weekend, just didn't really do much. But let me tell you, man, that wedding and everything else was just, oh man, it screwed up the rest of the weekend. I didn't really feel like doing much. I was just having the best time I could. And yeah, let's just say your boy definitely does not like being around his immediate family. So yeah, it was definitely something, to say the least. So I was like, screw it, man. I don't feel like posting anything. I had a guest over. He flew in from out of town, and he was chilling with us, and he was definitely the best part of the weekend, was with me and my girlfriend and him getting to spend time and just freaking go all around the place and show him the city and everything. It was cool. That was definitely the best part. But what's up, man? Did you pull every single fate unit? No, I did not. Talking about that, I actually do have a tier list video coming out, I think tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get it out tomorrow. I know I haven't done Bizette's showcase yet, but I'm gonna still try to get some footage for Bizette whenever I talk about her in the tier list video, because I like to have the footage of the character playing in the background when I'm talking about the unit for those videos. So yeah, but that should be coming out tomorrow. But no, I didn't pull everybody. I didn't get Summer, Luvia, and Rin, and I didn't get who was the other one? Summer Chloe. I didn't get Summer Bizette either. I didn't get anybody from that banner. Then I went who was on the original banner? It was Summer Ilya and Summer, no, that was Summer Luvia and Ilya, right? Yeah, I didn't get Summer Luvia, and the second banner was Summer Miyu and Summer Sakura. I got both of them. So yeah, I missed out on 3 of the summer characters. What's up, Hugo? How you doing, man? Much love, bro. Much love. Can you please do a guide for the new story boss? It's so difficult. I haven't even got to it yet. We're currently autoing up to it. I haven't played GS hardly at all these last few days. I've just been logging in and doing my forever summon and just leaving. I haven't had a chance to really play at all during this weekend. Yeah, not getting anyone on the fate banners is actually like just the worst luck ever, because there's so many, and it's like the fact that some people, you know, didn't even get one, it sucks, man. That's why I really like whenever crossovers have at least like one like crossover ticket or something for like newer units, so everybody can at least get one character to play around with. But Anonymous, thanks so much for the $1.99. Are you going to attempt to pull Emperor one last time? Probably not, man. I've Yeah, I don't think I will. Dude, I've absolutely exhausted that banner. I just don't think it's meant to be. I don't think it's meant to be. I even did another Alk summon. I wound up getting 10k Alk because I got 100 summons on the lottery. So I got another 10k Alk, did it. I got Fire Roy. I just don't think it's meant to be, man. So, which sucks, but that's just how it is. Eminence is coming out though, and Eminence and Shadow, I'm kind of like a little bit mixed on. I don't know if exactly I want to summon too much on that. I definitely want to try to get Shadow because I think Shadow's art, not like his actual, art that is on the character, but like the art we use in game. That one is kind of ridiculous. So that's really good. His passive's really good. I think it's gonna be great whenever we get other races in the game. By the way, talking about that, chat, we have a new unit in JP, and she's a spirit this time around. And for some reason, I think she's a... Wait, is she a spirit? Yeah, I think she's a spirit, right? She looks like a cyborg type thing, but she also looks like Aranea from Final Fantasy 15, if you've played that. You got Fireward too? Yeah, man, you know how it is. Do you think Beta is a must summon? I think Beta is very similar to that of like Shiro, and I think Beta is actually insanely strong when it comes to healing the team and kind of supporting the team, because it's just wild what that unit can do. I don't think she's like a must summon though, because Beta can't heal, right? Let me check. Oh no, she can't heal, but technically she can because she has a 5-star support. So if you have yes, she does. Yes, she does. She does have a heal on her art. Never mind. She heals water allies. I mean, if you care about mono water, then maybe. But you already have Shiro, so you probably don't really need this unit. But if you get her, it's not bad. She's definitely going to be insanely strong. Thoughts on Delta? Is Delta the furry? Yeah, Delta's the furry. This is just screaming attacker to me. That's all this is. It's just a damage dealer. I don't really see like... I think this is insane though. Like if you're doing a... Let's say you're using... Mono Fire. So Sunraku, Summer Iris, Ren, or you're putting in Summer Miyu or whatever. Having this... Whoops, that's the wrong thing. That's my YouTube. I don't know why I had 2 tabs for this. Having this art, I think, is stupid. 50% fire res, just stacking that over and over and over. That seems really dumb. But she's going to hit really hard herself. She doesn't have super crit. She just has defense ignore. Still really good. Who's the other characters, right? Got Alpha and Shadow. I think Alpha's really good. I think Shadow's pretty solid. But I also think that none of these characters are like must summons. The only person that I could see someone arguing about is Beta. Because Beta seems to be a really good just barrier / mitigation tank for water. But Alpha's insane. Arch gen, crit res down, damage buff on that super art. Plus she's giving more damage up every time she uses the super art. Very good stuff. Also, she has like an oh crap button. If she gets near death, she instantly heals everyone to max. You give damage res, so that's pretty nice. I think her slots are kind of just poo-poo, but she's on mono light. So you have Star God, you have Emperor. She's going to have enough Archon. And then Shadow... This true art. Oh, I said this art last time. I know it's the true art. The true art is dumb. 30 art gauge to everybody, which I know this isn't like a crazy amount for a true art, but still, that's pretty solid. And then This is what's really good though. Physical res down by 60% and evasion rate down. You just spam this over and over and you just kill stuff. It's wild. Also, not to mention too, he gives dark allies 5 arts per second. So that's good not only for himself, but for other people, or just for everyone else on his team. Because with Mono Dark, you could just use like a mix of characters now. You can use Shadow. If you like Sword God Luan, you're going to want to use Sword God Luan with Shadow. You wind up throwing like, that's a human, that's a god. You know, use Demon Lord Rimuru or somebody. That's, you know, a mix right there. But you probably want to use more of a physical character because to go with Shadows stacking physical res down. I mean, Momon, right? You could throw Momon in there. It's 3 different races. And then you cap out with like this girl over here. Because Aranea from Final Fantasy 15, she gives you damage res. And she can actually stack damage res up to 60%. Problem is that it's only for 20 seconds, and I doubt that whenever you stack this, it refreshes the duration here. So that's the best part about this unit. This unit is going to be insane for that simple fact that she just gives tons of DR on that art, and if it's fast, then she's able to just give, you're able to stack this pretty consistently, especially if you're using her on the team with Shadow. And then I think, doesn't Sword God Luan, doesn't he also arch Shin? Or no? No, you increase everybody's equipment CT speeds. So yeah, that's the only issue, is that your arch Shin on this team won't be that good. I mean, I guess you could use, instead of Momon, you would use Summer Rosetta maybe? Because I think Summer Rosetta, well no, she only does demon allies, right? Yeah. Well, Summer Celia. She's human. She heals everybody. She's kind of poo-poo. Okay, wait, no, she gives damage res 60% on that true art. Never mind. Oh wait, no, she's okay. I guess Diablo too. Do we have a demon yet? God, human, demon. Yeah, you could use Diablo too. Demon Lord Vox only does it for demons, so yeah. Or Arthur, but Arthur's a human. The reason why I'm trying to go with different races is because of if you use Sword God Luan on the team. Because this gets better if based on the amount of different races you have, which in reality you really only need probably 2 to 3 races to make this actually worth. So yeah, I would say probably just having 2. So you have a god, you have a human, that's 30 seconds. That's more than enough. I mean, if you want to do more, you can, but so yeah, there's definitely a team kind of forming here already, and especially with Aranea, she's gonna help out a lot. My luck's been horrible, yeah. Would you say that the new Emperor is at the same level as Hoka, Wargafin, and Shiro? No. He's close, but he's not at the same level, no. Because the thing is, the new Emperor, here, I'll actually do a very, very deep analysis of him real quick. So, best artwork in the game, right? Hands down. I mean, this should be the only reason. If you need a reason for to use him on your team, then this SP art, which is $20 freaking. But the main issue I have with this Emperor is that the art is insane because of all this. All this stuff is just wild with the amount of like equip CT speeds that you're able to give the team. However, one thing that sucks to me is the fact that this true art only lasts for 8 seconds. That is such a small amount. Sure, you're getting 80 art gauge, but like, you know what I mean? Because 20 seconds, you get the damage res down on the enemy. That's pretty strong, but only 8 seconds, you get the 10 arts. So like, after you use this true art, the issue is that you're kind of running out of gas very quickly, right? Because you can't really use the rest of the kit. If you're heavily relying on this Emperor to arch gen, you kind of just stick to arch genning and you can't really utilize the rest of the kit. You kind of have to have other archons or other support slots and stuff like that on the team to kind of help everyone out. I mean, if you have Star God Lisa and stuff, you know, that's actually really good. But yeah, this is like the main issue for him. And because of this, it just makes it to where he's not as good as some of the other top tier supports in the game. He's still really strong though. Like this is dummy. Like this damage res. I guess they didn't want to make this too strong because this damage res 120 is already pretty freaking broken. Another issue I have is the fact that they took away his stats up on his art. That used to be big for Emperor. Like that was a very, very big thing for regular Emperor. And the fact that he doesn't have that anymore is really weird. It's very, very strange. Is this the fight? What is this? Fire or Fate? Is this the challenge fight or no? It's probably not. But yeah. It's wild. Would Summer Chloe and the new imp be good together with Star God Lisa and Ilya? I mean, Summer Chloe, you can kind of put her on any team, but you mainly want to use her for physical characters. So yeah, she'll help buff up majority of this because this super art is one of the coolest super arts in the game. But the issue with it is that a lot of the times there's no reason for you to use it because if you're using this character alongside Star God Lisa, this equipment CT speed does not stack with Star God Lisa's equipment CT speed. So there's literally no reason at all to use those two characters together whatsoever. So, well, not use them together, but like use the super art on Emperor alongside the super art on Star God. You want to use those two characters together because they just work really well. But when it comes to, you know, equip CT speeds and everything, you don't want to use that. Now, one thing that does stack with Star God Lisa is all of his positional equipment CT speeds. So all this stuff will stack since it's only buffing up a singular equipment CT type. So this stuff's really good because you can use Star God's 60% equipment CT speed. Use this right here, buff up support equips, and then that kind of helps with his Archgen problem right here. But still, it's not as good. Like if you guys, you know, use this tier list as the gospel, I'm gonna already predict he's probably gonna be SS. He's probably gonna be SS. He's not gonna be S tier because that's way too low for Emperor. But yeah, he's gonna be SS. He's probably put him like, you know, what this isn't ordered in like who's at the top of S, who's at the bottom. It's ordered based on element. But yeah, he's gonna be SS. He's not gonna be up here though. He's really good, but just yeah. He's definitely needed for Mono Light, but I think also Mono Light is just like struggling a little bit because I still think the best water team, that's the best water team, the best mono water, I keep saying it, the best mono team in the game is Mono Water. So once Holy Knight Roy and stuff like that comes out, yeah, you can't really beat that. Where would you put Summer Chloe? Summer Chloe would be SS2. If I was going to do a tier list. She wouldn't be at the top. And she has to compete with Hoka, and Hoka's just way too good. Hoka allows you to become completely brain dead, and you don't have to worry about anything. So he actually helped me there. Yo, P, I happened to get 3 Sinkies from Alk. What do I do with them? I would actually just go ahead and fuse them. Just get her to LB7, and that's not too bad because she gets a support slot on her LB7, so it's definitely worth it. You need a break on the stage? Yeah, if you're doing the actual challenge one. You don't have to break this one. Unless it's actually a challenge. I didn't see if it was a mission clear reward. If it is, then oops. Was it actually a challenge or a mission clear? No, it wasn't. Yeah, that's just for the challenge stage. That's just the regular one. %90 damage res, he can still one-shot you. That's how it has to be now, man. DR isn't enough anymore. You either gotta kill them first or what? Also, isn't this Emperor, you have to have like different races, don't you? I don't think you can just use like all humans. You really need to have like one of each race or something like that, right, on your team. Or at least like 2 or 3 different races on your team, right? So if that's the case, I may wait till Shadow. That's one thing I will say about Shadow and Eminence is that it definitely brings in quite a bit of diversity. So one thing, wait, actually, is she resistant to physical? I don't think she is. Yeah, I will say if you struggle with Wilkes or like the Geozagnus, yeah, you know, somebody from Shadow is gonna be insane for you. Like what? Freaking Delta? Delta would be nasty. Or Alpha. I think Alpha's also a spirit. She's not a human. No Shiro AI? I don't need it. I really only need Miyu on the team. Usually whenever I run through quests now, I just have it to where I'm using Miyu and Jay on every stage. He faints and get rid of Archon as well. Oh, that's toxic. That is toxic, man. That is so tough. But yeah, chat, we're going to be doing some farming in a second here. I don't know if we're going to be doing story farming. I may just be tackling Fate today. I just want to clear out the story chapter, get all the way through it so we have the event stages unlocked. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think we're going to be doing any summoning either. Like I said, the next summon that we're going to be doing is probably on Shadow and Eminence. And it might be on the initial banner. And it might not be because it depends. It depends how I feel. I think Shadow and Beta are first. And then Alpha and Delta are the second banner. But, we'll have to see. Should I use Summer Luvia or Summer Miyu? Summer Miyu is really good. I mean, Summer Luvia is also really good. I mean, you should use them together, to be honest. When mine comes back, please never sub off your J. Last time I was low-key tweaking when I saw you do that. Oh, never sub off my J. Oh, you use them a lot? Yeah, I switched off my J and went to Shiro because people in my chat was telling me that they needed Shiro instead, so... But, what was it? Freaking... Now with Summer Miyu, though, people are probably just going to be using Summer Miyu and over J. I mean, there probably still be people who use J, but Summer Miyu is going to be like the new thing you see all the time in mines. And she's just kind of like cracked out of her mind, so... Is the best Fate unit... is there a best Fate unit to use the free luck gems on? Not necessarily. There's no like wrong answer. But to me, I would say Summer Miyu, just so you can get her to like 60 luck. And then after you have her at 60 luck, then if you want to turn her into a luck unit, you can, and it's going to be really freaking good. Because you can just feed her regular universal luck gems at that point and get her all the way up to like luck 120. Of course, you don't have to do that. That's just like a route you can do, but Mainly with the luck gems, you just use it on your favorite character. If Shiro's your favorite character, then use it on Shiro. If it's Sakura, use it on Sakura. There's no really like wrong or right answer for the luck gems. Hope it's all good, and want to ask if you would choose OG Chloe or Bazette for pity crystals for the long run. Have Arthur for break. Love from Greece. Appreciate it, man. That's crazy. You're from Greece. That's wild. We're really worldwide in this thing. I personally, if you already, I'm assuming you've already used the ticket, Lionel. So if you already used the ticket, then I would say Summer Chloe. Not Summer Chloe, my bad. OG Chloe. Maybe a bit better. I mean, I understand you already have Arthur, but you can also use Chloe and Arthur together. And that's a pretty good team. And Chloe does come up quite a bit still in terms of like when you would want to use her. She's still one of the best like support breakers. And Arthur is really good. I freaking think Arthur is one of the strongest characters in the game. But I also believe that Chloe is a tiny bit better at times. Not every time, but in some situations, Chloe is a little bit better. No, but that's good too. But I think like if you pick between the two of them, I think Chloe's just a bit better. If Bazette had a bit more breaking power in the kit, then I think I'd go with that. But Bazette's just a solid attacker. Chloe's giving you a bit more. The chapter 26 to Fire Fate. I have to actually check this out because there's been so many people already coming here asking about it or talking about guides and everything else. I don't know if I'll do a guide on it, but I will definitely like do an attempt run on the channel. Probably after the tier list video tomorrow, we'll probably do an attempt run on Wednesday? So yeah. Oh my goodness, I just hit my desk. Golden Phoenix, thanks so much for the membership, my brother. Hope y'all having a good day. My boys, love to see it. Hope you're having a good day too, Phoenix. Thanks so much for the 35 months, man. Absolutely crazy. It's wild, man. What, we're about to be at... What is that? Yeah, wow, that's actually wild. We're about to be at 3 years of memberships. I feel like I haven't had memberships on for that long. That's wild, man. Phoenix, I think you were one of the first ones too. It's crazy. Yeah, I did a guide for Emmy. I don't know, I might. If I see people saying about it and talking about it, I'll probably still do a guide on top of like just my attempt on it. If people are still having trouble, but I feel like if I do a blind run and I do an attempt on it and I show like just kind of the team that I used, and then I have like the general strategy of it in the video, then that's enough most of the time to get people to clear, or you know, to be able to clear the stage. But if we need to, I'll definitely do another guide on it or something. Has the official Discord made a guide on it yet, or no? I don't see anything yet, so probably not. The main issue is though, here's the thing though, chat. When you make a guide in GS and you give example teams of like who to use and who to clear this stuff with, it's always filled with like the same comments. It's always like, oh, this unit's so limited. Oh, this unit's that, this unit's that. And it's like, well, I'm offering like alternatives, but sure, you're not going to have, it's okay if you don't have the best units to clear said content. As long as you have the alternatives to it, you should be able to clear it pretty easily. Because what's people using right now? I feel like it's probably some dusty units, man. Because you got to use Reyes too. One thing I will tell you is that if you're struggling with clearing with full clear, one thing that a lot of people do, we do one run with Reyes and then we'll do one run, you know, with other characters. But so we have human, demon, god, human. So that's 3 races. That's demon, god, human. So it seems like Star God's kind of like required. So yeah. In most situations, you want to use somebody. I mean, this guy had Emperor. I'm assuming Emperor would probably be pretty strong here. But he didn't have... You see, like, some people aren't using the Reyes team. This is... Yeah, you probably definitely... The Reyes team's going to take you a bit longer. But you may have to break this up into 2 separate runs. One for just clearing everything else, then one to clear with the Reyes if you can't full clear. Because you can't get any deaths. Ooh, having to use Shion in a non-nuke setting? That's tough, man. That's so rough. Momon. Dang, dude. Is Momon really one of the best units to use for the Reyes strat? Oh, dude. I might be screwed myself, chat. I might be screwed my freaking self. Or is it just using a demon of some kind? I feel like it's probably just using a demon. It's just Momon has a crazy damage buff, so it's better to have him on the team. Plus, he has the defense slots. That's wild. Let me see that. Update to anybody else? No, it didn't. Crazy. Yeah. That may be even rough for me, because if Momon is like the best unit to use, oof. I have to see if I can find someone else. I also gotta see like what they're kind of working with, bro. I gotta clear these 2 so I can get this stuff. Also, I'm so close to my next 500-day login bonus, man. I am so close. I was hoping that this would come when Shadow and Eminence came out, but I'm not gonna be able to be there for the 500. Or it's not gonna be here. It may be here for summer. I said summer for Holy Knight Roy. I'm hoping it is, at least. I'm hoping that Jay's banner is kind of coming out, or Jay's saga is going to come out for Christmas/New Year's. But this thing has 3 days left, man. The freaking Prisma Ilia crossover. And if I'm not mistaken, all of these luck gems should have reset, right? Yes, sir. It's time to grind again, man. $2 from the... Yeah, $2 from Johnny. Let's see. Should I pity for Summer Miyu or Summer Luvia? Oh, God. Ooh, that's a tough one. I would say if you don't have Jay, Summer Miyu. If you have Jay, then Summer Luvia. But then I would also, a part of me just wants to say, screw it, Summer Miyu all the way. So, go up. There we go. So that's this one. This is part 1, right? Yeah, it's part 1. Okay. Yeah, so we're about to farm Fate. If you guys need to farm it, you guys can absolutely join. We're gonna use some of the luck gems real quick on Summer Miyu though, just to kind of keep bringing her up. So let me get that real quick. Wild part is that if Fate ever comes back, if we have a rerun, let me say, we'll be able to make one of these characters luck 120 for free. So all right, chat, here we go. It's time to freaking grind. I'm gonna be using nothing but Fate equips. I'm talking about we're getting max. Wait, what do I want to use here? What does this one do? Oh, it just gives you Arcage. Dude, if that gave you damage passively, that would be insane. We're gonna use this. 5-star magic. What's the 5-star magic for Fate equips? True weapons, straw hats. Yeah. That's dark res, that's water damage up. I guess I'll just use... Yeah, we'll just use this. It's not even leveled, but it's okay. And then 4-star physical. Is there a 4-star physical fate equip? I don't think so, right? Yeah, I don't think there is. So I'll just keep it like what it is. All right. It doesn't matter if you're luck 120, 300 luck. It doesn't matter. Anybody can join. We'll put it in the chat in just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and do it as soon as I see the code. Also, isn't this against Giant Ilya, I think? "16 Alk summons, no imp. It's fine. Everything is fine." I know how you feel, bro. I know how you feel. I definitely do. I definitely know how you feel, my brother. It sucks. It sucks. I think like getting screwed on the Alk is one of the worst things. I think it sucks more than even getting screwed on like free crystals, because I think you fight a water boss in this one. I could be wrong, but we'll see. But yeah, I think getting screwed on Alk sucks because you could be saving it up for so long and still just nothing, right? It's terrible. Oh yeah, it's Bizet. An expert LB? Oh man, appreciate it though, Phoenix. Yeah, one of my friends actually wound up getting them, so I'll probably hit him up. I think he actually does have an LB stone or an LB7, so yeah. But I appreciate that, man. That's very thoughtful of you. Let me see something real quick. Yeah. Also, wait. Did they already do it? Did it already happen in global? Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah, that's what it was. The 6 million download celebration live stream. Freaking Shadow. It was Shadow getting announced. I'm gonna say this, chat. I am actually amazed, thoroughly amazed that Shadow came out right now. Considering the fact that we literally just came off of Fate and we also are coming off of BF Emperor, I thought we would maybe have like a week of kind of like something random, but no, they said screw it. They choose violence. Shadow is dropping literally as soon as this ends. It's wild. Crazy to think about. Also, did they say if we're getting the high definition pixel art yet or no? I don't think that's coming yet, is it? A 120 luck Haruto? Sheesh, man. We got a heart fan. I thought they were going to fast track the Shangri-La rerun in front of Shadow. Yeah, that would have been cool. But I don't know if that's actually going to come out to global. If it does, then maybe, but I don't know if it will come out. Because that was only a 2-week long crossover in JP. I don't see it really rerunning in global. I feel like in global, more so than JP, they are a lot more monetary. They want to run stuff that they know is going to be bringing in the most money a lot of the times. And rerunning a crossover for 2 weeks, especially with no new units, isn't going to really bring in more money when it comes to like, you know, they're veteran players that are playing the game. Majority of people though that are playing the game aren't veterans anymore. It's new people. New people keep coming in. They play for a bit, spend some money, and then they either will decide to keep staying with the game, or they may leave, or whatever else may happen. But one thing that would have been cool, let me just say, since we're having all this stuff coming out, is that they did a multiplayer reset since it's the 6 million download celebration. Because I know they brought back KOB and they reset KOB, or the Dark Vox banner, but not Dark Vox banner, my bad, the Dark Vox event. It would have been really cool though if they actually reset the multiplayer first meet bonus as well. I feel like they haven't done that in so long. Usually a lot of games do it for anniversaries, right? Every anniversary they'll reset the first meet bonus. And if that's a game that has co-op or multiplayer. But not for GS. Not for GS. Yeah, they stopped a while back. Yeah, it was weird. Or one thing that I would have kind of been down with too, which this may be like kind of like very wishful thinking. If you reset the co-op, why not also just say screw it? I mean, I know it sucks you have to go through it again and clear it all, but it's just more free crystals. It'd be cool if they reset like an entire saga. So with an anniversary, they reset like the KOB saga, like all of it, and you could just go through it, auto run it, and clear every stage, and you get all those crystals again. I think that'd be cool. The co-op one is the easiest though, since you can do new content while also claiming crystals that you've claimed before. So I got no motivation to play GS. It's been a few months since I got new units to drop. It's hella suck. Yeah. GS kind of runs on the whole system. It's content. GS is content in global, at least. I feel like it's not completely the same in JP at times, because there's so much reruns. There's so many game modes getting shifted in and out at times. But it's especially true for global. The content in global, majority of the time, are the units. So if you don't get a unit for quite a while, it's hard to have the motivation to kind of play the game. Another game that I'm kind of seeing this be a little bit of a problem at the moment is JJK. JJK has like some in-game activities, which I've already cleared majority of them, but with that game, it's also like if you run out of characters to kind of bring up to max level, or like to max them out, I feel like you kind of run out of content to an extent. So and in this game, it's kind of like that, because no matter which way you look at it, the content in GS nowadays is get a new unit, 4+ them. That's your goal. That's your game. That's going to be your gameplay loop whenever you do stuff. So yeah. I mean, for anyone in the forever summons, nah. I think I have majority of everybody. I'm just gonna be doing it till so I can get like the most crystals. But yeah, I'm not aiming for anybody specific, because I already have Charlotte, I already have Valerie. Of course, I have all the KOB characters. If they added Fire or Veil and like Light Sistina, even Dark Rivy and Light Thetis, then those would be characters I would be targeting, but they didn't add them, which is so dumb. That's true, Jaeger. But there's also a lot of gacha games that actually have a somewhat decent end game. I think that's the reason why a lot of them kind of turn to the PvP route / gear route, because in that situation, to an extent, you have an endless grind. It never kind of ends, right? Because you can always get better gear and keep optimizing it. but those gacha games become so stale after like a month or two. And also a lot of them, a lot of those gacha games too, they have like, I don't want to put it. Yeah, they have a lot of issues when it comes to using your time. Like gacha games by default are very time consuming, but especially gear gachas. Epic 7 is a gear gacha. It's not a character gacha, it's a gear gacha. Epic 7 will suck the absolute every single second out of your life if you let it. So just for the luck, yeah. I have all the good awakened characters, so I'll be waiting 5 more years for a good forever summon. Me and you both, Asian. Me and you both. I just, man, I just don't know. I just don't know, chat. I guess that's like the thing is that it kind of sucks no matter what you do for gachas, because if you play, I think the main thing is, the main takeaway is just gacha games suck. But the second thing is that since a lot of gacha games are live service games, pretty much every single gacha game is a live service. If it's not PvP based and you're not climbing a ladder, you're not competing in like some type of competitive setting like how it is in Epic 7 or Summoner's War or something. It's kind of like this never ending chase, which I know, you know, nobody wants their game to like EOS, but like you kind of lose that feeling compared to like when you play a regular game. Like for example, you play through like Skyrim or you play through like Cyberpunk. You know the game's gonna end, but to me that doesn't bother me. So it's like, oh yeah, I know the game's gonna end, but like who cares? Because once I beat it, it's like, you know what, that was actually really good. I enjoyed that there was actually an end to it. With a lot of gacha games, it's never like a legitimate end because they all EOS early and they're just based on how to get the maximum profit. Gacha games in Las Vegas with anime characters here for real. I think Fire Emblem's pretty free to play. I don't know. I've heard very mixed things about Fire Emblem. I think Fire Emblem has some godly artwork though. And I think like the overall gameplay in Fire Emblem is pretty fun. I enjoy, well, I'll say this. I did enjoy tactical RPGs, but as I kind of got older and stopped being so stupid and learned how to actually play tactical RPGs, I find the strategy in them very fun. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely still interest in the game. And that's the thing, is that people be like, oh, it's a 7-year-old gacha, it's dying, and all sort of stuff. But like, I mean, the thing is that unlike other gacha games, I don't think GS cost a lot to like keep up. I think that Yamapi and them kind of found a little bit of a cash cow to an extent. A very lucrative video game for them, or gacha game, let me say. Because I feel like this game costs hardly nothing when it comes to upkeeping it, maintenance wise, and, you know, server wise. And then I also feel like it doesn't cost that much to make units. I think the most that you're probably spending money on for your like units is more likely just paying the team that that's working for you. So, and that also includes like paying voice actors and everything. So yeah, as long as GS just keeps making about like, I would say $600,000+ a month in global, plus like the little bit they make in JP, which I think is around like 100K to 200K in JP, I think it'll always be fine. It just, the main issue with GS is that since it is getting older and newer gacha games are coming out like JJK, it is getting to the point to where you could definitely see its age at times. And it's not like Fate Grand Order where it has like vast lore. I mean, of course there are crazy lore moments and everything, but you know, it doesn't have like anime support and all that apart from the crossovers that are in it. So there's no like outside source kind of keeping the game alive too. Where being like, oh, okay, this game started out as a gacha game, but now it's like this huge anime, like just this huge IP that people love. I feel like Fate Grand Order did that really well. But Fate was always what? It started out as like a light novel, I think. And then it kind of went on from there. Fate Grand Order, of course, really, I feel like mainstreamed it. But Fate and like all the other animes mainstreamed it. You talking about Fate requires it? Yeah. You just skip a character change. It moves in kits to your liking and then make them very OP, but it requires grinding that you have never done. And oh yeah, that's right. I have heard that. I heard Fire Emblem is a crazy grind. One issue I've had with Fire Emblem was the fact that every single character has different, what do they call IVs or EVs or something, like how it is in Pokemon. That was kind of weird to me. I didn't really like that system. I will say I do like the summoning system where you can pick what element you're summoning for. I think that's cool. That's dope. It's like it kind of definitely limits the pool. But yeah, still. Zenless's plot is crazy. I played the beginning of Zenless, and I think Zenless is probably one of my, in terms of all the newer gacha games, it's definitely up there when it comes to some of my favorite stuff. Because I don't like the whole, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I don't like the open world gacha game system. I think the open world gacha game system is just bad. Zenless kind of has like, I'm not like a huge fan of MiHoYo. I don't think they're the best gacha developers or anything by a long shot, but I will say that they definitely got like a really good, a very, very good balance with Zenless, where you have like a bit of open world with the hub. You have, the missions and stuff, and there may even be like a little bit of like a hybrid open world mode, plus like the little roguelike mode that you can go through. I think that they have like a lot of stuff in that definitely helps the game a lot. So, and that game also just screams money, like in the sense that you can tell that a lot of money was put into it, but you can also tell that the developers who made it, of course, they want to turn a profit, but you can tell they really, really love what they made. So, thought Fate started as a game. Was Fate first a game? I thought Fate was a light novel first. Like back in the day. You know what? I'm Googling it. The Fate franchise began in 2004 with the visual novel Fate Stay Night. Yeah. So it was a visual novel first. And the original visual novel was technically a hentai game. Yep, that's how it started. Crazy. A visual novel, yeah, a visual novel is a game. I don't like visual novels though. Out of everything I've played in my live chat, I will tell you I am not a visual novel person. I cannot stand playing visual novels. Like, I understand some people enjoy getting the other routes and everything like that. I do not like that at all. I don't mind games where like it's just decision making and that's it. Like one of the best ones I've played recently was like, what was it called? It's like Insomnia Files or something like that. That game is hilarious and it's so good. Like I thoroughly enjoyed playing through that one. But when it comes to like just regular, just 2D visual novels, yeah, your boy is not for it at all. It could have the craziest story imaginable and I'm still going to fall asleep at the fact that it's just a visual novel. I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit of a purist because I would rather just be like, just release the novel, bro. Just release a novel, and I would have read the whole novel. But they do have visual novels too, because there's different routes and everything. Kind of add more of a game to it, because there's different decisions, different choices you can make. But also talking about novels and stuff, chat. Your boy has started reading Fire Punch. I read the first volume. I bought it recently. I bought volume 1 and volume 2. I read the first volume. I'm reading fucking Peak, my brother. I did not know. I did not know about it. But I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is amazing. This is incredible. It has some very like, whoa moments though in it. I'm like, hold up. But it's actually a really good manga. I enjoy it quite a bit. I don't think it's like the greatest thing I've ever read, but it's definitely really interesting. It's made by the guy who made Chainsaw Man. It was his first, I think that was like one of his first works was Fire Punch. Or it was the work before he did Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man was the one that came after Fire Punch. Oh, Stun, I haven't really like read any apart from like Lookism. Lookism is the only one. If it's on Webtoon, then I'll read them. But like for an example, if it's like something I have to buy, then I need to know like the name of it. Also, I think I think unfortunately you're getting the download just bug over and over. Oh no, did we screw up both of them now? I think we screw. Okay, no, flicks are downloaded. That sucks. What's the plot in Fire Punch? Dude, it's fucking crazy, dog. It is actually crazy. Post-apocalyptic setting. You have a main character named Agni, and pretty much people in this post-apocalyptic world, they can be blessed, and that just means they have powers. And Agni's power is like regeneration at an extreme rate. Like think Wolverine, but even faster. It's wild. And that's all that he does. He just can regenerate. His sister has it too, but his sister has it as it's not as strong. Like he can regenerate if his arm gets chopped off, he can regenerate his arm within a second. His sister, if her arm gets chopped off, then she can regenerate it within an hour. Of course, just like Wolverine and everybody else who kind of, regenerates, they can still feel the pain. It's just they get their arm back or they get their leg back or whatever. But yeah, it's wild. The book starts as in this post-apocalyptic world, and the way how Agni's village is having to survive is by chopping off Agni's arm and eating it. And it's crazy. It's like, whoa. That's like how the book starts, is you see Agni's arm getting chopped off. And you're like, okay, this is crazy. As soon as you see that. And that's how this village is surviving. Because it's actually in the Ice Age too. There's no plants really. People are out here eating canned food and stuff. And it's hard to even like stay alive because one of the blessed, which is known as the Ice Witch, she condemned the world in like this Ice Age. And I guess her powers are just ridiculous because it's in a constant Ice Age. But that's kind of like the gist of it. And then the reason why it's called Fire Punch is because a blessed comes to the village and he's like working for this utopian empire, and they're fighting a war. And he's like, I'm taking all your guys' food. I'm taking all your guys' fuel because we need it to fight this war. And all the soldiers, well, Agni's like, no, you're not going to take our food. Soldiers say, we don't care. We're going to your houses. And wherever they go into the houses, what do they find? They find Agni's body parts in every villager's house because, of course, that's the villager's food. Well, they think they're just killing people and they're just chopping them up. They don't understand that it's just only Agni's arm and no one's dying for this, apart from Agni feeling the pain. And, of course, it's still wicked, but I mean, they gotta survive some way, right? So he's like, you guys aren't even human. And he burns everybody. Like, he's a fire blessed. And the way how his flames work is that his flames will keep burning until the fuel that's burning or the flames are using runs out. Well, it burns Agni, and the reason why it's called Fire Punch is because Agni, the flames never go out on Agni. It constantly keeps burning him. So he's just on fire all the time, and he kind of just uses that as a weapon now. Everybody in this village dies, though. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Everybody gets freaking clapped. It takes Agni 5 years, though, to be able to even, like, kind of start being a person again after that, because he can't move for, like, the first year. I think he can only stand up in the first year. So, because it does, like, a little time lapse. It's crazy. But yeah, this power seems such, man. Yeah, it's wild. The power is like, it's almost crazy because you see something later on. I'm not going to spoil anything just in case if you guys want to read it. But I think it's in chapter 7 or chapter 8 of the manga, where you see something happen. And you're like, how the heck is he still alive? Because they also say that like Agni's regeneration abilities aren't like other people who can regenerate. Like for some reason, he just refuses to like die. And I guess his will or something, or they may break it down to more of like a scientific level, because there's scientists and stuff there in like this utopian city that may be able to like kind of explain it as to why Agni's able to survive like this. But yeah, it's just wild because since he's kind of immune to the cold, though. That's the good thing. He's immune to the cold. And since he regenerates, I think he doesn't have to eat. Because it just... I forgot the reason, but I'm pretty sure it's like... Since his stomach is constantly like just eating his wall, like the stomach lining and everything. He doesn't really have to eat unless like... Can, if he wants to, but... I don't know if he eats meat still, like from humans, or if he like actually finds stuff, but... And the part that I'm in right now, yeah, I haven't seen him eat since the very beginning. Who's a better support, Rin or Summer Luvia? Rin is a bit better in sustain comps. Summer Luvia is a lot better in nuking. It's absurd. God, I need a shower though. I'm a stinky boy. Hey, what's up here, boy? Oh, you went to the gym? I was about to say, me and my girlfriend's going to be walking here soon. We're going to go for a walk. Even though it is a little bit later, there's a park around here that is really nice, very quiet, very chill place. And they have like lights on at this park, and they have like a trail you can walk. And yeah, we're going to go there and have a little walk. He's basically a god. Yeah. There is a character that he meets named Sun, and Sun does refer to him as a god because Sun's like an 8-year-old boy, if I'm not mistaken. And the reason why is just because Agni saved him on accident. Like he wasn't really trying to. Well, Agni tries to... This character, he's very, very resemblant of Wolverine. I feel like Agni's heavily inspired by Wolverine because the way how Wolverine kind of is, like his personality... I get that a lot from Agni. Because he like, of course he can regenerate. He's super strong, right? He's stupidly OP, but he really is only focused on killing the guy who killed his family or killed his sister, because the bless that was that fire bless, he's the one that killed the whole village, and that's his whole motive, is to get revenge on this guy that killed his sister. And I guess it's going to further turn into not only getting revenge on him, but probably bringing down this entire like utopian thing, or fighting the Ice Witch. How do you beat the Ice Witch, right? You got to use a guy that freaking is on fire. How you going to freeze that? But was it the way how his personality is though? It's very resemblant, because he's like, I wasn't trying to save you. I was just trying to kill the guy in front of me, like kind of thing. Like it was like, I don't really care about you, but then something happens and it kind of puts Sun back in like danger, and Agni freaks out because he thinks Sun died. So he like tries to save him. So he acts like he doesn't really care, but deep down he is a character that really cares about the people around him. Even if he like just met the person, because he's like just such a nice guy. I mean, he's doing it for like a fucked up reason, but like fucked up shit happened to him. He's just trying to make the best of it, right? But and I think the reason why he doesn't want like people liking him or like kind of getting close to him is because they don't want him to get hurt, because he knows who he's going up against. And that's another thing too. Yeah, he's basically a Human Torch, but I never liked Human Torch. Because the thing is that, yeah, he has these, he's on fire, but he can't really control the fire, if that makes sense. Like, it's not like he can send the fire out, right? Or he can, like, whenever he gets mad, it, like, the fire blazes more or something. It doesn't work like that. It's just he's eternally on fire. Yeah, it's just a constant state, yeah. It's not like an actual power he has. He can't control the flames. So to an extent, one thing that I am kind of like curious about, but I guess since the caveat to the guy's power who burned him, is that as long as his flames have fuel, they'll constantly burn. So I guess that's the reason why the fire won't ever go out for Agni, is because since he's regenerating all the time, they always are able to burn like his body. So they're constantly replenishing fuel, right? It's an infinitely renewable resource of fuel for it. So who would you like to see as a Valentine's unit? I think I'd like to see more of a White Day thing happening next time instead of like just Valentine's units. But because I feel like Valentine's characters are always the females, right? So I think Valentine's Day Juno would be really good. Valentine's Day. Who else? I'm actually surprised we haven't had a Valentine's Day Juno yet. But Valentine's Juno, Valentine's Rivi. Do we have a Valentine's Celia? I don't think so, right? Yeah, Valentine's Celia. Valentine's Day Senki. Yeah. I think those would be like cool choices. Juno definitely, because Juno's just like a money. You know, she prints money. So. Valentine's Lisa. Don't we have Valentine's Lisa? I feel like that's already a thing, because that came out last year, or this year. It was Valentine's Lisa, I think Valentine's Sistina. Valentine's Roy, yeah. White Day Roy, like, I'm surprised we've never done like a White Day seasonal characters, because that'd be dope. White Day Roy, White Day Jay. I mean, I feel like, you know, we have a lot of female characters in the game, but I feel like the male characters are also like some of the more popular characters in the game too. So like White Day Roy, White Day Finn, White Day Emperor. And there could be a lot of characters that do. White Day Haruto. Like, I mean, that is true. That is true, JR. White Day Imp might be cool to see, but I think White Day Imp would have the same fit on that he has now. He'd probably just wear a white suit. There are summer male units, yeah. We have, what, Summer Finn? Is that the only summer male unit? Is it just Summer Finn? Or is there another one? Yeah, I think it's only Summer Finn. More female characters, but a ton of male characters are OP as hell, like Finn, Shiro, etc. Yeah. But yeah, definitely. If you guys like reading manga and stuff, and you're into that, and you have, I think it's on Viz Manga and Shonen Jump. And there's also some other sites that you can go onto that, of course, you can like get it for free, but I'm not talking about those. Yeah, I think it's on Viz Manga. Fire Punches, so you can read it. It's a very short manga too. It's only like 8 volumes, so I think it's about like 50, 60 chapters. I don't think it's that long at all, so I recommend it though. It's a very mature manga though. Get ready to see some stuff because it's not going to be like as crazy as Berserk, but you're like, holy fuck, dude. Put the cock away. Like it's a lot of wild stuff. I am drinking water right now. Rivi and Juno might be good ones, but me, Rivi for Valentine's, yeah. I'm surprised we haven't got a seasonal Juno yet. Like every time we get a new seasonal units, I'm always thinking like it's gonna be Juno because Juno is such a moneymaker, but they don't ever do seasonal Juno. The only time we ever got seasonal Juno was summer Juno, right? But it's the fact too that we're in the Ascended era now. We still don't have an Ascended Juno. And if they want to, you know, keep with the story of like Juno being dead, then I mean, you can bring her back. You brought back Demon Lord Vox, so, or you brought back Vox as a Demon Lord, but if you want to keep her being dead, then that's the perfect way to do it, is to just release like a summer event or like a Valentine's event with Juno in it. Another thing that I'm actually surprised about is that we never actually got like Christmas characters or Halloween characters of like the main cast. Because one thing that I thought GS was going to do, which FFBE did this, which I think FFBE's dead now, right? I think at least. I'm pretty sure it's dead. Is that FFBE had Halloween Rain? Is that what his name was? I think you had Rain and Lostwell, right? That was the names of the two main characters. And it was like a different variation of the MC. And I'm surprised they've never done that with GS. Like they didn't make Reyes or release a new Reyes and that be like Halloween Reyes or something. And I think the reason why they don't do it is because since we have mission clear rewards where it's like used Reyes, that's probably why, because people be like, oh, it's pay to win, or, you know, it's pay to play because they expect you to have this version of Reyes instead of like the free one or whatever. Maybe that's the reason why they don't do it. Who knows? I said Demon Queen Juno, but it's like Vox, where she is aggressive and bloodthirsty, and Demon Lord Vox revives her with forbidden magic or something. I mean, yeah, that could work. So when Juno hasn't come out because the high ups are still arguing if she will have a pity or not. You know, what's crazy is that the current Knights of Blood banner doesn't have a pity, but I think that's just because it's like a unique banner in the sense that all of them are on it. So that's probably why. Still, it kind of sucks. If he was like, oh my god, I can get Demon Lord Vox now, and you go crazy on it, and you can't pity him, so. The argument to make her step better 300 pay gems or 100, yeah. Learn from BBS. I think BBS has a pretty solid step up banner system now. It's just, I feel like, I guess the issue is that they feel they won't make money like that if they did that, which sure, by all means, you're probably right. They probably would lose some of their money, but like also at the same time, I think it just adds to it, man. I think like eventually Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't know if you guys like this aspect of gacha games, but there's one thing that I do enjoy, and to an extent, it's resource management. And what I mean by that is that I kind of enjoy playing a game and having to make a decision on who I invest in, and also kind of like how I have to use my currency, like in the sense that I don't want to play a game that's like, you know, super non-free to play friendly where I get no currency at all. But if it's like they give you enough like every month or like every few months to pity a character, it's like, okay, now you got to be really strategic with it and be like, okay, who am I going to use? I kind of enjoy that aspect. And that's one of the reasons why I like JJK a lot. Not only because I just kind of find the game fun. Crazy part is I'm not even that big of a JJK fan. It's kind of like whatever to me. Also, Santiago, thanks so much for the sub. But I definitely enjoy that aspect. I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but it's something like having to pick like how to skill up characters, or like having like skill priorities, and you don't just like instantly get everything to max. I kind of enjoy that. I enjoy watching my character get stronger, reaching a point to where it's like, holy shit, they're broken. Instead of just instantly, they're broken, right? Could you imagine a Senate Haruto? We already have a Senate Haruto. It's FM Heart. And he's a really strong attacker. Is it worth spending an extra 10 lucky gems to get Summer Luvia or Summer Miyu / Luvia to 80 luck? If you want to, you absolutely can. Technically, there'll be a luck unit then if you're playing co-op and you're using everybody's using cheese, because you get the 20 luck bonus, so you would have 100 luck. I would say it's 100% worth it to actually take Summer Miyu to like luck 120. I think it's 100% worth it if that's what you want to do, and especially if you really like the character. Yeah, it's fine. Be like, oh, it's fine, Jays. We're about an hour into the stream. We probably won't be streaming for too much longer, but probably till about 6 o'clock, so about another 30 minutes. I can't wait for FM Heart. I don't need him. I have Miyu. Are you talking about as like a magic attacker? I don't know. Here's the thing. Here's another thing too, chat, is that this is what I do. Of course, you know, be strategic with like what we were just talking about. One of the big aspects that I do enjoy about gacha games is having to manage my currency and not just like spend it on everything, and kind of like having to also manage like my resources when it comes to leveling up my characters and all that. GS doesn't really have that too much. It has the other, right? It has the former, being able to manage your currency, because if you manage your currency in GS, you can get all the way up to 1500. Then like, okay, I can summon now, and you pity somebody. But when it comes to like a lot of the progression, you pretty much play the game every day in GS, and you'll easily obtain. In the beginning, it's gonna have that kind of, oh my god, I have to make like, you know, very, very strict choices. I gotta be very strict with my currency, because if I'm not, then I can't ascend this character. I have to ascend this character and all this other stuff. But I completely lost my train of thought. What was we talking about? Hold on, I gotta get my train of thought back. What that? Oh, FM Haruto. Yeah, that's what it was. One thing I will tell you though is that the main thing is that it's cool to kind of go only for meta, but I also really enjoy just going for the characters I really like. So right now in JJK, I know everybody's saying for Yuta, and Yuta's cool and all that, but before, or I think it was the day that JJK came out, I saw Domain expansion Megumi, and I saw his artwork, and I was like, holy god. I don't know what it was, but I just really vibed with it. And I was like, I love how that unit looks. I don't even know if that unit's that good, but I kind of want to get him. And then whenever he came out to global like a few days ago, I I looked into it and it comes to find out he's actually really strong. The main problem with him is that he's just a non-limited character, so you can get him in like any pool after like a certain point. Because I kind of wish that JJK was where after it's on like their initial featured banner, it goes straight into the perma pool, but it doesn't work like that. It'll be like 5 or 6 months before he gets added to the perma pool, but he will eventually get added to it. That's like the big caveat to him. Plus, he kind of relies on his ultimate, which is domain expansion. But I saw him and I was like, you know what, man, I really want Yuta. And Yuta's cool. But screw it. I really want Megumi. So I actually did. I spent a few multis on Megumi and I wound up getting him. But it's just a way to think about it. Going for meta is always fun and always cool, but at the same time, it's not like, oh, I should summon on every single, or not every single banner, but I think if you only restrict yourself to just being like that, then you kind of eliminate the part of the gacha being a game, and it's just a gacha at that point. It's like a job. You know, like what assignment is coming up that you really need to do, and you're just gonna kind of like avoid all the other ones because you know that they're just spam. But if something comes up and you're like, hey, you know, that's really cool. I kind of want to do that. And just do it. It's kind of like part of living. So you think something's fun, yeah, try it. See if you enjoy it. And I actually do. I got Megumi and I'm having a blast. He's so freaking strong. GS activities don't give enough crystals. BBS, for example, gives you around 1,500 orbs each month. Same with Counterside and Decay. Yeah, I mean, we get a lot from like login bonuses and stuff, though. I think someone made a video on it. Let me actually check this. Hold on. Someone made a great video on it that I found recently. Grand Summoner. Hold on. Get 500 crystals each month. Here it is. Yeah. This guy named Hex Senpai, he made a 23-minute long video going over, I think he was like actually breaking down each thing here. And I think he was talking about the attack of quest, doing like dailies and stuff like that. So I think he first talks about login bonuses, right?
Yeah, you get, I think, 50 or more for logging in for 30 days.
Let me see.
We usually have...
So roughly 30 per month, which we actually have a few of these happening. So 60, about 9, wait, what's 92?
This gives you 8 crystals every 7 days, which
okay,
equals about 32 crystals a month. The next thing we're going to talk about
92.
Little tab thing that you see. Click this, you'll normally...
Then the daily missions is next, right? Daily missions, that's 1 crystal a day. Yeah, no, 30 of that. You got 112. You got DOT. Clear that, then you get 132.
They come around once
the attack of quest, that's more.
per month. That's
182.
Elements.
If you clear all the elemental ruins, which is not possible for a lot of people that play this game. They can't clear every single one. But still, you know, it is free crystal income. You had 205 now per month. Well, this is first meet. Well, actually, no, wait. This is helper rewards. I'm not doing this shit. I am not doing that at all. But helper rewards is like another thing you can do. And I think that gives you an extra 50, right? Or 30 or something. So at 205, 14 quests per quest pack, totaling out to 42 crystals for completing all fate quests as of now. That's what the event.
Which, if you complete all of chapter 25, nets you around 50 crystals as well. So
let me see something.
137 crystals.
So what's the end result here? Oh, this is compendium. Yeah, so about every month we get about 205 to 277 crystals. The lowest we'll get is about 200. The highest we'll get is about 277 per month, which is not including this is also a rough estimate because we have so many login bonuses. We don't have like a constant rate, right, of like login bonuses or something. We can get more login bonuses, we can get less login bonuses. So, and also they switch it up with like the amount of crystals we get. But it's actually a really good video though. I recommend you guys watch it if you're curious about it. And I think the next thing he talks about is how to get more, which is just doing compendium. But still, if you're just doing login bonuses and doing the content of the game, you're getting around 200 per month, which isn't bad, I guess. But at the same time, it's like when the pity is not 200, it's 15 hundo, and you're only getting 277. What is that? That's only 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. You're gonna get what, 5 multis in most situations per month. So it's gonna take you, oh Jesus, what is that? In 10 months, you'll have 50 multis. So it's going to take you 6 months to save up enough. If you're getting around 250, if you're getting around 250 crystals per month, it'll take you 6 months to pity a unit in GS. Which is kind of crazy. Actually wild. That's why people always say just do the guaranteed and kind of like build up money in the background. Or not money, but build up currency in the background. But that's actually wild, man. That's really crazy whenever you break it down like that. I don't want to talk anymore. That's tough, Paperboy. Yeah, it's going to take you 7 months if it's 200 crystals, yeah. $70 pack's about to make you act up. Yeah, you only need to get to stage 5 for those elemental dungeons. After that's equips. Oh, really? Okay, yeah, then everybody can do that then. Getting to stage 5 is extremely easy. If you could probably solo it with like ascended characters now. You could probably just use one ascended character on each stage. I know you could definitely do it with freaking Fire Me. There's no way you can't. Or you have an issue clearing one of the stages with Summer Miyu. But it's wild. Gabe, thanks so much for the sub. Yeah, the equips are pretty good. All the mono equips are really good, of course. I think the Tasmon equips are kind of a little bit slept on, but if you can get them, they're pretty solid. We need raids and mines as monthly activities. They are fun and rewarding. Yeah, I think that's also another thing too, is that if GS was actually on a really good schedule with content and game mode releasing, then we would have a lot more currency at our disposal. We could possibly be looking more towards 300 crystals a month instead, which still would be, I guess, kind of small for some people, but the main thing is that if you're getting 300 crystals a month, and if you skipped every banner, which I know really sucks, but if you wanted to be, super optimal, free to play, all that type of stuff, if you got 300 crystals per month, you get a multi in like what, 5 months? So that's why the 500-day login bonus is so massive, since it literally gives you a third of the pity. 300 crystals a month is 30 crystals a day. Wait. 300 crystals a month is 30 crystals a day. No, that's not right. Is it? Because if it was 30 crystals a day, you would have 300 crystals in 10 days. Race dungeons are gonna have way more broken equips if they make it like the elemental ones. Human and demon teams are gonna be much more broken than they already are. Yeah, they're gonna be a lot easier too. I'll say that. It's a lot easier having, I feel like, a race of characters than having just certain elements. And also those are a bit better too because you don't have to what do you call it? You don't have to have very specific elemental characters. You can have a lot of units, and also you can use the same unit on every single stage. Unlike Summoner's Road. Summoner's Road is the only game mode that locks you out, and that's the biggest issue. If we got another game mode that locked you out of characters, then that's where it would be a little bit difficult. That's also the challenge of Summoner's Road, but I feel like that's also the biggest, like, to new players, you know? It just sucks for everybody who's newer to the game. I still think the Dark team deals more damage, though. Than what, Mono Water? Or what? You're talking about humans in general. Yeah. We talked about this before on stream that I definitely feel that the fact that we don't have a lot of different characters in GS really sucks. Because the thing is that this isn't an anime IP game, right? This is its own IP. It's an original IP. So you can create your own characters. You can make some very like weird looking characters. And the fact that we don't have more diversity in that regard, that we don't have just like straight machines and stuff, I feel like kind of sucks. I know that like isn't really a thing for a lot of different games, and a lot of games just use humanoid characters, but I don't know. I think it'd be cool, man. Give us mechs, give us freaking huge ass monsters and stuff to summon for instead of just always human characters. You have a fantasy world that's just filled with nothing but humanoid units. Like, what? Screw it, Transformers crossover. Yeah, I just see the new JP unit. I want some dragon units like Veldora and Malim. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, me too, Tyranny. Yeah, me too. Seeing Ash come back, Malia. So many other. Norn, right? Norn would be a good one to come back. You have a lot of characters they could bring back, but they probably won't. It kind of sucks because I don't really like get the thought process that they have now. I mean, it's also too, I don't know how the director Yama P and all that. I don't know how they really handle going through like the units when it comes to making new units, when it comes to deciding who gets a new unit. Because it seems like right now, what sucks the most about current day GS is that we always get the same characters. It's just a new variant, which is going to get redundant after a while. For an anime IP game like Dokkan or like JJK or, you know, any other anime IP game out there, you're gonna have overlap, right? You're gonna have a lot of re-releases. Look at Naruto. There's probably 1,000 freaking Narutos in the game. Or if you look at Dokkan, there's literally hundreds of Gokus in the game, right? But GS, since its original IP, it's like, dude, you could just make a whole new character. Of course, that's really hard to do, but it's something you can do. Or bring back older characters that were in your story that a lot of people loved. Norn was one of them. Norn is, I think, one of the characters that a lot of the veteran players definitely request quite a bit to come back. Just because she was huge in terms of like, back in the day, dude, she was such a good unit. And, you know, people have memories of them. It's kind of nostalgic. Thing about, oh, I had Norn, you know, back in like year 1, year 2. No, it was year 2, I think, whenever Norn came out. Year 2 / year 3 of GS. And I would love for that character to come back. And it's possible, you know? It's like, screw it, let's bring it back. But, yeah. They probably won't. It's way too hopeful, man. It's way too hopeful. I think my friends list is full right now. I don't know if I can. Everyone in Dragon Ball is teeing with hair. Game is hella fun, but I'm not digging the crossover characters. The original characters are way more interesting. Yeah, that's one thing that sucks about GS is that now the original characters are kind of... it's been like this for a while, but the original characters in GS are kind of on the sidelines. As soon as GS started doing crossovers, for one, it was the best decision they ever made because I don't think GS would still be going if they never decided to do crossovers. Like, if they were like, this game won't have crossovers, and they didn't want it, they just wanted to keep it like pure story characters and original characters, I don't think this game would still be going for as long as it's been going. It would have already died by now. But the issue is that now, since we have crossovers and they're so lucrative, well, now the developers kind of dug themselves a hole because it's always, if we make an original character, it's possible that it just won't sell. I mean, you can look at the numbers. Whenever original characters come out, they don't sell nowhere near as well as crossover characters. So it sucks. I mean, there are times where they do sell really well. Like, for an example, if there's a lot of community hype for a certain like original character, oh yeah, you best believe it's gonna sell really well. But a lot of times it won't. Especially in JP. I think JP is the biggest like culprit when it comes to that. I don't know what is going on in JP, but JPGS is just kind of dead at times when you look at like the numbers and everything. Like, I mean, actually last month they did really well. They got 500K, which is a huge, as you see, like they made 150K in April, 190 in January and June. So, you know, they usually are on more of the lower end. And then you look at global. Yeah, we usually pull about $1 million per month. And we're usually always up when it comes to our numbers. These 2 months we weren't. And I think, what was in June and July, chat? What was that? Was that, let me check. What was June, July? Because we're in November right now. Oh, is it One Punch? Was this in June? Yeah. One Punch Man. Yeah, so that's the reason why the numbers were down. But every time there's like a new characters that come out, you know, it's always like about $1 million if the game drops. So definitely original characters sell in global, but I don't think they sell nowhere near as well in Japan. They kind of just flop. I think last month, what was in September in JP? Let me see. This is November still. Let's scroll up. This is October. Was it Shadow? Don't tell me it was Shadow. Oh, dude. It was Shadow, wasn't it? Yeah, at the end of September. But no, that was October. Let's say more October. October did well, right? Yeah, October did pretty well. 500K, okay. So September was... Yeah, you had Charlotte. Well, she wasn't that good of a unit. She's okay. You had the rerun of the summer characters. And that was it. You had the rerun of the summer characters and you had Charlotte. So... And Charlotte didn't really sell like that. Which sucks, but... What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? There's Aranea. That's the new unit that just came out. These two characters haven't came out yet. This guy, or he comes out. I feel like it's gonna be kind of bad, but and then Eminence got announced, yeah. If they're meta, they probably do make quite a bit of money, but if they're not meta, they're not making any. Shy the Hedgehog win, yeah, exactly. Guess who got Megumi with 4 memories and 1 summon? Yes, sir. Hey, nice job, Herc. I got Megumi after like 5 or 6 multis plus a ticket. I had to use a ticket, so I really wanted him. I loved his artwork. I love his like kind of gameplay, so I was like, screw it. I'm gonna go for him. I know everybody's going for Yuta, but I mean, I'm trying to have fun. I'm gonna try to go for Yuta too. You know, I don't know if I'll be able to pity, but you know, hopefully I'll be able to have a few multis by the time he comes out. Then after that, I think I don't know who I'm gonna save for, man. I've been looking at other characters coming out in JJK, and I'm just like not really impressed with a lot of them. Like, I know a lot of people are freaking out about Purple Hollow, or yeah, Purple Hollow Gojo. I know they're doing a new one. No, it's not Purple Hollow Gojo. They're doing Domain Expansion, right? Yeah, Domain Expansion Gojo. But which I don't think they showed his kit off yet. Yeah, I'm not really too big of a fan. The main thing is about Hollow Purple Gojo is that man does some fucking damage though, man. He may leave as soon as he does his nuke, but Jesus, does that thing hit hard. Took you 5, yeah. Well, OG GS characters, yeah, I mean, they brought them back. That's the reason why they brought them back. Vox, they remade as Demon Lord Vox. He sold really well. War God Finn, or they brought back Finn. Finn was it's a fan favorite. He sold really well. So, Toji's why you watch JJK. I know a lot of people trying to get the Toji build, man. Love you too, hero. How strong is Charlotte? I thought she looked really strong. Yeah, she's pretty solid. She's not like broken though, but she's really solid. If I'm not mistaken, does she buff up crit damage or something like that? Let me actually get to her. I think that's what she did. Fiery Platoon. Yeah, Platoon. Charlotte, yeah, you get 170% super arts and true arts damage. Buff everybody's stats. Fire allies get another 30% stats, so that's really good. Super art, you give everybody crit rate. And you buff up your own super crit rate up to 100%. That's what it was. Yeah, she has 100% super crit if she's at max HP. And if she's the leader, you give everybody 10 arts per second for the first 20 seconds of the quest, which is also really strong. She's just a really strong damage dealer. But like, yeah, that's about it. I mean, this is really good in mono fire. It's just you gotta slot her into mono fire. That's the only thing. But yeah, she's not bad. She's definitely not a bad damage dealer. / healer because she has that stats up buff. Yeah, Toji though, I will say this. Toji, whenever he comes out to JJK, is going to be insane. He's going to be so good. I looked at his kit and I was like, dang, dude, that boy is dummy. He's like the only character in the game, I think, that dispels buffs. He dispels buffs and he does something else too. What does he do? He can remove attack nullification. So if someone's in like domain expansion, I think he can remove that. His ultimate does it too. And it's AoE. Plus if you max it out, it actually hits really hard. Toji Glazer. As a professional Toji Glazer, I got to get him. Oh my. I don't know if I have a favorite. I know a lot of people are upset though because the 1-year anniversary is happening in JJK on JP and they didn't release Sukuna. And people were like, dude, this is the biggest L ever. Which I'm assuming if they're going to release Sukuna, they're probably going to do it for like part 2 or something, but it's been a year and Sukuna's still not in the game. Also, chat, what was it, Founder? I think I'm going to go ahead and start it. This is going to be the last run we do. Out of that, we're done. One thing I do kind of wish that JJK had is that I kind of hope that they do like some type of co-op, or like not co-op, but like some type of community mode. Like do a raid or something, man. Do the Shibuya arc. What the fuck's happening in Shibuya? yeah, do like a Shibuya raid or something where we had to fight Sukuna, like the whole community does or something. I think that'd be cool. They do something like that. We have like a global health bar we have to take down. I think that'd be sick. What's up, my guy? Mojito? Yeah, Mojito's a dummy. And Mojito's free too. That's the wild part too. Mojito is a free unit technically. And he's really freaking strong. One thing I see, man, a lot of people are talking about the game's not free to play. And I'm just like, dude, there's... You only need Gojo and like 2 SRs and you freaking beat pretty much every piece of content in the game. I don't see how you say the game's not free to play. Sure, you don't get like a ton of currency all the time, but like you really need currency to consider the game free to play. I don't think just having currency is enough. Say the game's free to play. I mean, sure, there's memories and stuff too that you need to get, but like the memories are going to come eventually. Plus you get like tons of general or like perma pool tickets. So you're good. But chat, let me see how much currency we got now. I think we were at what, 40K? I think it was. Yeah, 45,000. So that's 2 of these right here. And I think, ooh, we got to get 3. Yeah, we'd have to do this some more. But chat, that's going to be it for this one, man. I wanted to stream at least because if I didn't stream, I wasn't going to be able to post a video today. Because it's just been so crazy these last few days. But yeah, we are going to be posting the Fate tier list tomorrow because Shadow is coming out. Was it Thursday, I think? Or is it Wednesday? Let me actually make sure before I get my days mixed up. Do they already have it? They have the login bonus. Okay. Let me check something real quick. I think they already said the date of Shadow coming out, didn't they? So Shadow drops... Okay, they didn't say it yet, but I'm going to tell you guys the date. If you want to know the date when Shadow comes out, because they haven't said it, it's very easy to tell. It's in 3 days. Whenever Summer Ilya leaves, which I think this is on a Friday? It's when it's... Yeah, so Thursday night there's going to be maintenance, and then it'll be Shadow, so... that's when we'll have Shadow. But we're going to do the tier list first. And then we'll have the BF Emperor Showcase plus a Should You Summon. And that'll be that. Yeah, thank you all for hanging out though, man. Appreciate everybody for coming out. Especially on such a short notice. But Your boy P. Thank you all for everything. Thanks for all the donos, all the subs, and everything throughout the stream. Appreciate all you guys. And last but not least, you guys already know. Don't forget to drink water.